The difference in how the live-action Disney princesses talk about their characters is actually so telling. Watch these interview clips.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true.
I think a lot of Disney films also, when the sequel comes, they expect the princess to then like be in armor and have a sword and fight, and like, oh, that makes her strong. And you know, of course there are princesses that it's necessary, like Mulan. She's a fighter, that's in her DNA, and Aurora is a fighter, but in a different way. I think there's a strength in her femininity and softness, and there's nothing wrong with her wanting to be a mother and be married, and you know, my mom always wanted to be a mom, and I think there's a beauty in that, and that is still strong. So it's nice to represent that, you know, kind of woman.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
There's so many beautiful qualities about her that we know and love already in the original. Her curiosity, her passion, her headstrongness, you know, her ability to not take no for an answer. I wanted to keep all those things as well as add some of me to it, especially like some of the nuances and riffs in the songs and just my personality as well. So I hope that shines through in this version.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years when I was doing this film.
Obviously, every girl wants to be a princess. I mean, ever since you're a kid, and a Disney princess and Cinderella, it's kind of, if I say it, it's like too much to really even believe, even though we're halfway through filming and it's all happening. But so yeah, obviously that kind of idea of being a princess is just magical. And then on top of that, actually working on the film with Ken and with everyone, the essence of who she is, and that's like a dream role too, because she's so special and kind and unique, and so it's been really just playing her, regardless of the fact that she's been a princess, has been a real dream role, yeah.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
It's so much about the human condition and what it is to be alive, what it is to give and receive love, what it is to see deeper than the external and the superficial. And I think in that sense, it's kind of one of the most soulful Disney movies I can think of.
When you watch how the other actresses spoke about the princesses they were portraying, it really underlines just how poorly Rachel Zegler carried herself during interviews. Now, if Snow White wasn't her favorite princess growing up, fair enough. But she is the original Disney princess, and for that alone, you just have to have respect for the character.